Hi. I have a lot of shit to say, and I really hope people are willing to listen. Can't guarantee they will, but I can try. Here's the deal. One of my friends said this was a very, very bad idea to start this way. I think it's one of the best I've had in a long time. Two reasons I'm starting with this discredit thing, kind of don't try this at home, warning kind of thing. First off, I've been known for manipulating people, not necessarily on purpose. However, too many people are very easily manipulated and don't know enough of their own minds to make up their own decisions. So when you have someone like me babbling, everybody wants to agree automatically. So I want you to understand where this is coming from. It's self-criticism. The other reason is I am tired of these politicians who make all these promises and everybody dreams that they're actually telling the truth. Trust me, they're not. It's so much easier just to assume that every word out of a politician's mouth is a lie. That way, when they actually say something that's true, it's a beautiful, happy miracle. Okay, let's be honest. The other thing is, I'm tired of all these smear and throwing mud campaigns all over the place. And it's not just with politicians, it's all over the place. The reason they get away with this and cause so many problems is because people keep these secrets instead of coming up and facing them and saying, hey, guess what? I actually am human and I have flaws. Well, guess what? I am. First and foremost, I'm schizophrenic. Schizo madman. It's who I am. So yes, I am schizophrenic, which means two things. One, I have multiple personalities. It's a slight problem of mine, which means that I have multiple ideas running through my head that all have their own personality, their own way of viewing things, and their own way of thinking through things. So imagine 4 people all working together as one, plus me in the lead. Okay? May sound crazy. That's the point. The other benefit to me being schizophrenic is I have no need to make sense. The whole idea of think outside the box is my very definition as a schizophrenic. I am also a sociopath, which means I hold no value whatsoever on human life, morals, anything else. When I sit back and analyze things, it's not from any kind of emotional or moral standpoint in the least. I've told all my family this. When you cross that line, don't think for a second that I will not be the first person to pull you up by your bootstraps and tell you you've messed up. Okay? And if that requires, if you've crossed the line and gone on like some major killing spree or something, trust me, I will be the first person to take you out and quick. And I don't care if you're my best friend or my family or whatever else. I will do it. And I will sleep just fine afterwards. No problem. Hence me being a sociopath. This whole give somebody automatic value simply because they are a living human being. Yes, because I'm actually going to give you a certain amount of value because you have been given a gift. And I'm going to continue to give you that value even though you take this very precious gift known as life and are shitting all over it. So not only am I supposed to respect you because somebody gave you this gift of life, but I'm supposed to not do anything when I sit back and see you shitting all over it? So these moral issues and all this other stuff that I will be talking about sooner or later, they more or less come from the point of view of a business machine, okay? It comes from this point of view of, I don't care what the moral situation is. I don't care what the implications are. I'm saying this is what I see working and what I see messing up. It doesn't matter what's right or wrong morally, religiously, or anything else. I don't give a damn. I don't. the other thing that you're going to get on me about, and you've probably noticed this by now. Yes, I'm gay. Yes, I'm a queer. Fuck you. Straight up. I don't care. I hope that me being gay is somehow offensive because I know somebody out there is going to be offended just for the simple fact that I'm gay to begin with, let alone the fact that I'm throwing it out there. I found out when I came out of the closet that once I recognized and accepted the fact that I was gay, anyone who wanted to insult me, calling me faggot, queer, or whatever else, had no power. They could insult me a billion times over, call me faggot and queer and fairy and everything they wanted to, and all I have to say is, yes, I am. What of it? Boom. They have no more insults. They have no more power. So, step up, people. Stop trying to hide your flaws. Stop trying to hide your problems. Step up, face them, deal with them. Deal with the consequences if you're not actually going to fix the problem. Okay? And straight up, if me being gay offends you, by all means, I'm proud of you. That means you have stuck to your morals and you have decided that this is offensive to you. However, you have that right. And I also have the right to be offended by the simple fact that my sexual preference and my personal life offends you. Okay? It's not, the idea of you thinking it's wrong. That's your personal opinion. The fact that who I am is offensive to you offends me. It offends me that my life should ever interact with yours. Okay? If I see you on the street, fine, interact with me. That's great. I don't care. I don't even care if you're one of the people who've seen this video and you interact with me. I don't care. Okay? But if you're taking offense by something that is not in any way affecting your life, you're just automatically taking offense to it on principle, that is what is offensive to me. Just wanted to point that out. Also, if we want to go into my spiritual beliefs, this is my personal beliefs. I believe very strongly in Christianity, okay? Maybe not so much in the Bible or in the church or anything specific like that. However, the general idea of Christianity, I love it to death. It's awesome, and I wish more people were like that. However, I do have to admit that the Quran, yes, Islam, oh my god, I'm a terrorist, whatever, okay? The Quran actually preaches a lot of very similar ideas to the Bible, as does Buddhism, and as does Judaism, and as does quite a few others, and if anybody cares to look it up, there was Benjamin Franklin or, Thomas Jefferson or something like that actually decided to cut out all the spiritual nonsense from the Bible in his own point of view. He cut out all the spiritual nonsense, thusly leaving a key to life kind of thing, which, was quite less impressive. However, it did kind of boil down to a lot of very specific points. Okay? Also, and this one's really going to start throwing people through a loop, I also am a practicing pagan. Yes, I am a pagan Christian. Oh my god, what a concept. The only thing I mean by the fact that I'm a pagan is, yes, I believe that I can cast spells. Whether you believe it or not, I don't give a damn because that's not what I'm here for. That's my personal belief, and yes, I am blasting this all over the internet right now. I don't care. I am saying this so that you understand, and when you start coming at me, you know I'm not hiding anything. This is who I am. Now, granted, there are some things I refuse to talk about, more or less, because they're in my past, and there are things I'm not proud of. They do not define who I am as a person. They do not define who I am at this moment. However, they are there, and there is mud there, and if anybody happens to find it and throw it in my face, I'll deal with it when the time comes. Okay? But as far as religion goes, yes, I have my own personal beliefs. Yes, I believe I can cast spells. Yes, I believe there are little things like fairies and gremlins and all other things that are actually out there, okay? You just can't quite physically see them. But of course, there are people out there who can claim to physically see auras and have proven that they can't, and then there are ones that have done it and proven they can, okay? And then there are ones who say, I can't physically see them, but I do see them and I do know they're there, okay? That's kind of where I fall in. I do kind of see auras, I do kind of see these little creatures all over the place. However, I don't see them with physical eyes, I see them in my mind's eye, okay? And also, when you're dealing with any kind of religion, it doesn't come from here. It doesn't come from thinking, which is where I'm trying to aim all this, is in your mind, your thoughts, okay? Religion, as a whole, comes from the heart, the soul, okay? And actually, those are two separate places. Your heart is actually in your chest, whereas your soul, usually when people refer to it, and any kind of feelings you get from it are usually based in the solar plex. Don't ask me why, that's just usually the way it works. Cigarette. I'm a smoker. Anybody want to get on me about that? I'm a pothead too. Go blame me. Here's the deal though. Yes, I believe this shit. Yes, people are going to call me crazy. Duh. I've already admitted I am. Okay. Yes, people are going to say, you know, I'm wrong in my religious beliefs. That has absolutely nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I want to point out something about all these different philosophists, I think is the right word. Not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's another thing. If you ever find me misquoting, if you ever find me misstating facts or experiments or anything, if you ever find me misquoting something, feel free to call me on my bullshit, okay? Because all my philosophy, all the thoughts I'm coming across, come from TV shows, come from cartoon bullshit, come from all this stupid-ass shit that has become cliches, okay? They have integrated themselves into our society. Why? Because they were profound points originally, and it's gotten to the point that they've just become jokes. And everybody is ignoring the true philosophical point behind all these different ideas. I'm trying to change that. It's all right there, people. Wake up and look. Anyway, so if you ever find me messing up, misquoting, or anything, fine, call me on my bullshit. Here's what I want you to do, however. Instead of just saying, oh, you misquoted, no. I want you to show me, or some reference to the quote, what I said, okay? Something I can look up and say, yes, I misquoted these words. No, these words are not in the Bible. However, this other person said them, okay? No, these experiments did not go exactly how I said they did. However, you understand what I'm saying? Don't just come saying, oh, you're wrong. No, give me something to work with. Okay, because I guarantee you, yes, I may misquote. Yes, I may mess up statistics. Yes, I may even completely misquote experiments, theories, and calculations and shit. I may completely misquote them. If I do, and you catch me, give me a reference to some similar experiment or some experiment thereof that I can relate to and look up myself. Because I don't give a damn what you say. I want to see in front of me what I have intended to quote or what I've intended to say, and you prove me wrong on that. Instead of just saying I'm wrong and here's something completely irrelevant that proves I'm wrong. If you just want to prove me wrong, there's no point in you watching this to begin with. Covered the spirituality, schizophrenia, sociopath, all that. Basic idea, take everything with a grain of salt. I'm here to open your mind to random ideas that people have been ignoring. We're standing on the shoulders of giants. Well, I'm sorry, I want to get off the shoulders of giants more or less and start growing on my own. Thank you very much. That's another thing on physics I'm going to get to eventually.